sky and candy clouds.
Hey divas, so in today's video we are going to be doing a bold eyeshadow look featuring the Jaclyn Hill Volume 2 palette. So if you guys are interested, then definitely keep on watching. Okay divas, so jumping right in, I'm going to start off by priming my face with the milk primer. I will have everything listed in the description box below because I realized that I did use some things that I don't remember the exact name of, although I'm doing this voiceover, so you can definitely check down there. And now I have brows, so we can get started. I'm using the PLouise base in number 2 to go ahead and prime the eyes, and then I'm going to go ahead and blend that out, of course, so that we can basically set our canvas for the eyeshadows. Now going in with the Jaclyn Hill Volume 2 palette, we're going to take this bright pink color, and it is just so freaking pretty. Like, oh my gosh, look at how pretty it is. I did have to go in and build this one up, but it's just so freaking pretty. Now the good thing is that it's not patchy or anything, but I just had to build it up because of the simple fact that I did want it to be very prominent, and like I wanted you guys to be able to see like all the pigmentation, and I just wanted it darker, so that's why I built it up. But as you can see on the other side, you definitely don't have to. Now I'm gonna go in with this, like, it's like kind of like a hot pink color, and I'm going to blend out the edges just so that there's no harsh lines. So now that I have those edges blended, I'm going to go in with this like dark burgundy color called Crazy. And I'm going to just tap that on the inner and outer portions of my eyes. I wanted to add a little bit of definition there because I kind of wanted like a sandwich look. So it's not going to be like a precise cut crease look. I wanted it to be like a smoky pink sandwich eye. So yeah, I'm just adding those color, that color, excuse me, to the inner and outer portion of my eye. So now that I'm done with adding those colors, I'm going to go back in and I'm going to add more PLouise number 2 base to the center. Now you don't have to worry about this being super precise. Just make sure you don't like go too high up into the crease area. Just make sure you get it there so that it can make the color pop that you're going to apply to the center. So yeah, that's pretty much what I'm doing here. Just adding that color so that, you know, my center color will have a base. So now I'm going to go back to the palette and go in with Rider Diamonds, and I'm going to apply that to the center of that base. And I'm doing that because I don't want to apply it all over, because I do want to have another transition color to help me blend with those outer perimeter colors, especially because they're like significantly darker. You definitely don't have to do this, but I just like to have like a lot of transitions. And now I'm going in with this like purplish pink shade to go ahead and blend it, and I'm just going to pack it on at first, and then I'm going to go ahead and blend it with like a small brush. And all the brushes that I'm using, by the way, is from the previous, excuse me, Jaclyn Hill brushes. So these are Morphe brushes, the Jaclyn Hill collaboration, the first one that she had. So yeah, these brushes work absolutely amazing, so I love them. So that's why I just went ahead and used a brush, and it was fitting, especially because it's her palette. So now I'm going in with that same purple color that I blended those two outer and inner portion with, and then I'm going back in with the pink that I used to blend out my inner and outer colors. So the hot pink color right on top of that purple color. And then I'm going to go in with lining my eyes. I'm not doing a wing. I'm just not a person that loves wings, and especially because I wear dramatic eyelashes. But this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid eyeliner in black. So after I line my eyes off camera, I'm going to go in and apply these lashes. They are by Lash Cabernet, and they're in the style Stormie. Now I'm going to go in with my face, and I do not remember my foundation shade, but this is the Morphe foundation, and I really love this foundation. At first I had like a love-hate relationship with it, but I really do love this foundation. Like, it's super bomb, you guys. So, and it's super affordable, so I definitely recommend you guys try it. And then I'm going to go on with the Morphe concealer, and I'm going to highlight and contour. As you guys will see, I will have everything listed in the description box below, because I do not remember the shades of all of these, as this is not something that I use regularly, which I don't really understand why, because these foundation and concealer is bomb. But yeah, I will have a list in the description box below, but I'm just basically highlighting and contouring, and I'm gonna set and everything. You guys will be able to see what I'm doing. I really just wanted to explain the eye portion, just because that's what this tutorial is mainly focused on, but I decided to share my face details with you guys as well. So I'll let you guys just go ahead and watch the rest, and of course I'll finish out with my closing thoughts, or actually I'll come back when it's time for the lips. Okay, so now that I've set my face and everything, it is lippy time. So I'm going in with MAC's Night Moth, and I'm going to be lining my lips with that. And then I'm going to go in with Morphe's Barrett, or it's called Bare lipstick. It's either Barrett All or something, or Bare lipstick. I'll have it listed in the description box below. And then I'm gonna go in with one of their lip glosses, which I will also have listed in the description box below, because I can't remember. But I wanted to make sure that I told you guys that this was Night Moth by MAC. Okay, divas, so now that you guys have seen how I did my face and my eyes, most importantly, I wanted to come and tell you guys how I feel about this new Volume 2 palette, okay? So first of all, let's just go off a little bit of history with me and Jaclyn Hill palettes. So I did try her mini palettes, like the I can't even remember the name of them, honestly, but I've tried 3 of those. I did not get to try the Volume 1 in this, which this palette kind of made me want to try the Volume 1. So I will be picking that up. And some of you guys actually requested looks for the Volume 1 as well. So I'll be picking that up. But for now, I have the Volume 2. The reason why I didn't pick up the Volume 1, and I wasn't even going to pick up this one, is just because I had the little palettes and I was not too impressed. But I could definitely say that I'm a lot more impressed with this palette. I guess if she has minis, I probably won't get them. I don't know. Because I'm way more impressed with the bigger palette. So it just has really sleek packaging, which that's how her mini palettes was as well. So I really do like that. It's very simple and just get to the point-esque, okay? So one of the things that stood out the most to me is that in the inside of here, she did write a message to her subscribers, which I am one of her subscribers. She said, to all my loving subscribers who have supported me all these years, this one is for you, Volume 2. So I thought that that was very sweet that she did go ahead and dedicate something to us subscribers to show her appreciation. But here's the color story. The color story is very, very gorgeous. As you guys can see, I feel like this is more like spring and summer-esque, which is nothing wrong with that. I think that this palette is absolutely gorgeous, but I feel like it has all the essential colors. It has different shades of brown. It also has a black in here, or is that, yeah, it has a black in here, and it have a lot of mix between neutral and cool tones. It don't have too many cool tones to the point where you're like, is this gonna be dark skin friendly? So I feel like the shade range is really nice because I feel like it's very inclusive for everybody to use, and it's just a really nice different color story. Now, however, while this is a really nice color story, most people, you know, they watch reviews and they want to know, like, do I really need to buy this palette? My honest opinion is no. I feel like there's so many palettes that have these colors in them. However, if you want it all in one palette and you don't want to hop around in palettes, I will say you need it. So for me, it's a yes and a no. If you want all these colors together in a palette, definitely yes. But if you have different palettes with these different shades, then I would say you can go ahead and pass on it. Okay, so my arm was hurting, so we're just gonna talk about this palette. So yeah, so as far as the shades, some of the matte shades were a little bit patchy. I noticed with the darker color that I put in, which was so I could tell you guys the exact color. So the color Crazy, just the darker colors in general, like this one, and also Not My Journey. So like I said, the darker colors, they are a little bit patchy, but it's nothing that you cannot work with. You will probably just have to go ahead and build it up. I did build it up just a little bit, so it wasn't anything that was too excessive, but I did notice that they were just a tad bit patchy. So yeah, while they were patchy, like I said, it was nothing that was like too serious or anything to the point where I would be like, no, I'm not gonna buy this palette because of this. Like, no, I would definitely still buy the palette, even if I knew that. It's just, you have to build it up a little bit, and it's nothing wrong with that. As far as fallout, I did experience some fallout, but it wasn't anything that was excessive. Myself personally, I do not mind fallout, so if you're one of those people who don't like fallout, then I guess you won't like this palette because it does have a little bit. But to be honest, fallout doesn't matter to me as long as the shadows are pigmented, and most of the shadows in this palette is pigmented. I also did wear this palette last weekend so that I can know, like, if I really was gonna like this palette. So yeah, I really do like this palette, like seriously. I feel like the color story is nice, the pigmentation, the quality of the shadows is pretty nice, and especially for the price, I feel like it's very decent. Overall, I would definitely say that it is GLAMSHAE approved, because it is a very nice palette. It's a nice color story. Yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say because I don't want to become repetitive, but it is a pretty nice palette. I would definitely recommend it if you don't have colors like that, or you just want it all in one place. But yeah, divas, that is pretty much it. I hope that you guys have enjoyed seeing me achieve this look, and I hope you guys find it very helpful and easy to follow. If you fabulous girls did, then please give me a thumbs up. Be sure to leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think about this palette. Are you gonna get it? Do you have it? Just talk to me about this palette. I would love to know your thoughts and your opinions on this palette, and be sure to go ahead and subscribe if you haven't done so already, and also hit that notification bell, girl. I do upload quite often, and you definitely do not want to miss any of my videos. But yeah, divas, thank you guys so much for watching. I greatly appreciate it, and I'll see you fabulous girls in my next video. Bye.